going to love him too. Please, welcome to the stage. He's already here. Daryl Peebles.
Oh, wow. Goodness me. What a surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, how great is this? Look, you come along to see stand-up and this old bugger hobbles out and sits down. Good stuff. Hey, how about a big hand for Gav? What a great job he does. Host, MC, the whole thing. Oh, I was sitting back up there looking, I was thinking, do you know what? I'm old enough to be Gav's biological father. That's terrible. And the other four acts, four brilliant young dynamic comedians you've got on the bill tonight. I'm thinking, gosh, here am I at the other end of the spectrum. What is it that I've got that they haven't got? Well, two things actually: arthritis and superannuation. They were asking me, how's COVID been for you, mate, the lockdown? I thought, oh, it's just a rehearsal for my future in a bloody retirement village, I suppose. Said, aren't you out of your comfort zone? I said, I suppose my comfort zone these days will be a bloody rocking chair in front of a fire. I'm out of my comfort zone. But I was thinking, milestones in my life. I've been reflecting on my life, had plenty of time to reflect, and all the milestones in my life are punctuated by songs and tunes. And what I thought I'd do tonight is share a couple of them with you. Of course, as you get old, people think there's two things that go wrong. You start losing your memory and you start losing your sex drive. And I want to show you, demonstrate that isn't the case. And I thought, start with this one. Now, let me think if I can think how it goes. It's sort of, just a sec. La 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 la. La 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 la. Could somebody help me, please? What's that? It is memories too. How bloody stupid of me to forget the words. It doesn't matter. How about something like this then? Try to remember that. No. I'm sure there's somebody here old enough to remember Frankie Ifield. 1961. I remember you. You're, what's his name? All right then. I couldn't forget Elvis Presley. Oh, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of, down the bottom of... No, doesn't matter. No, look... I've been a wee bit worried that as time progresses, there's not a lot of years left for me to recall some of the most important things in my life, tell my stories before Alzheimer's kicks in, and I either forget those stories or I start repeating myself. And I was also thinking, I haven't got a lot of time in my life left to... Oh, hang on, a bit of deja vu happening here. Part of this reflection, of course, the fact that when you do get to this age, gigs like this tend to dry up. And just before the COVID lockdown, I found that most of the performing I was doing was in old folks' homes and retirement villages, which is all very well and good. I mean, you've got to work somewhere. The thing is, a lot of the oldies didn't get the jokes, but you could guarantee a few of them had pissed themselves. That was a reasonable thing. I remember the last gig I did before the lockdown. Of course, I'm fading a bit too. I got up, started my first joke, told the joke, good applause, good laughter in the audience. So I started to tell my second joke, and I thought, bugger, I'm repeating myself. I'd used the opening lines of the first joke, and I thought, well, you can't start a joke and not get to the punchline, can you? So I finished the joke, and bugger me, they laughed again. And I thought, well, here's a go, bit of a social experiment, I'll try this. I told the joke for the third time, same joke three times. They laughed, clapped, applauded, and I thought, this is an easy gig. 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 15 minutes, I told the same joke over and over, and every time, same response, laughter. It was great. I walked off as happy as Larry, thinking, wow, I killed him. And then I saw the manager coming. I thought, oh, bugger, I'm in trouble now. But no, big smile on his face, came up, wrapped his arm around me, said, oh, Daz, that was fantastic. I don't know how you remember all those bloody jokes. And here's a conversation I didn't hear at the nursing home, but you'd love to hear this. Imagine matron says, hey, mortal, did I just see you sucking your husband's penis? Well, yes, matron, I'm sorry, but you've got to understand I love him very, very much. Well, I do understand that, dear, but you should have had it cremated with the rest of him. It's a... That's lowered that tone. Yeah, part of my reflections, of course, I was born on the northwest coast of Tassie, very impoverished little farm, and it was just after the war. I mean, that shows you how old I am. I'm over 70 now. And well, the bad thing about that, though, you know when you go online to fill out a form, you've got that drop-down menu for your year of birth? Shit, mine's right down the bottom. Takes me half a day to get there. Anyway, just after the war, of course, very impoverished. And all I wanted to do when I grew up was to live in a house with a flushing toilet, electricity and a roof. Because that was after the war, every Tasmanian parent wanted for their child, the only thing they wanted for their children was a roof over their mouth. And of course, in those days, just after the war, they're still rationing. Butter and stuff like that was rationed. But as a kid, of course, I didn't notice because what you didn't have, you didn't miss. The only time I sort of got a concept of rationing was after I got married. I've been married and divorced twice now, which does sort of makes you must think I've got relationship issues, but the actual problem is I've got a learning difficulty. But wait for it. The partner I have now, we've been together 25 years. How's that? Thank you very much. Big effort, I know. Big effort. I'm not going to make the same mistake again and get married. We're happy the way we are. But my problem is I don't know what to call her. I mean, what do I call? I mean, she's, Jen knows, quite old, isn't she? Late 60s. What do you call her? Well, I can't call her my girlfriend. Sounds a bit juvenile, doesn't it? My friend is a bit sort of wishy-washy. I could refer to her as my partner, but these days that's got a gay connotation and nothing wrong with that, but that's not the relationship we have. I could call her the old girl or the old woman, that's ageist. So I've come up with a lovely pet name. I'll call her Babe. Now, the romantics among you, is that sweet, Babe? Yeah. Those who didn't put your hand up, were you thinking of the movie of the same name? Yeah, cynics. Anyway, now to get to the sex sort of thing, I know the memory fades. The sex bit, well, it doesn't fade either. Actually, she came to me the other day and she said, Des, do you know what I'm thinking? I'm going to get a Brazilian. I went, what? Oh, my goodness, I'm not so sure about that. It's a bit of a grey area. I said, you get a Brazilian, I'm going to have a penile enlargement. She said, no bloody way, you have a penile enlargement, I'm leaving. I can't take it any longer. So I went to the doctor. I said, hey, Doc, you better give me something to lower my sex drive. He said, don't be stupid, Daz, it's all in your mind. I said, yeah, that's why it needs lowering. He said, give up half your sex life. I said, which half should I give up? Talking about it or thinking about it? Anyway, getting back to the songs from... You don't lose interest, fellas. All you guys, you think you're going to lose interest when you get to my age. You don't. You still appreciate a pretty lady when she walks by. It's beautiful. Look, over the years, I'm a great liver. I do a lot of time on the beach. I love swimming, surfing. And over the years, I've noticed bikinis getting shorter and shorter and briefer and briefer. Last February, 7 Mile Beach, I saw a bikini so short, I was sure I caught a glimpse of the northern coast of Tasmania. Made me feel really homesick, you know. So some of those songs that need rewriting, the ones that punctuate your life, they were really they were pertinent when I was 20, teens, early 20s, early married. But nowadays the lyrics don't sort of suit where I'm at, but the tunes are still great. So I'm doing the community a service by rewriting some of them for older folks. You might remember the old Skyhooks, All My Friends Are Getting Married. Well, this is my version. Well, all my friends are getting buried. Yes, for them the bell has tolled. They can't come home for the weekend. They're all stiff and turning cold. No, all right, maybe not. How about Daryl Braithwaite's? This was a beautiful song. That's the way it's going to be, little darling. We'll go riding in the hearses, yeah. You know, at my age, you do get to go to more funerals and weddings or 21st, I can tell you that. I went to a funeral last Thursday, and I was a stupid bastard who caught the wreath. Yeah. Somebody said, Daz, are you worried about falling off the perch? I said, no bloody way, I just avoid walking around in bird cages, it's all right. And I do. I lead a pretty healthy lifestyle. I exercise a bit, go for a regular checkup. Actually, I went to the doctor the other day. He gave me the thumbs up. Bloody oath, that brings tears to your eyes, doesn't it, Andrew? But the other thing is, as you're getting older, though, the songs that you sort of relate to, the tunes, your memory goes back further and further and further. I'm finding that I'm walking around the house now singing songs not from my teens or my 20s, but from earlier, like when I was 4, 5, 6. And of course, they were all the nursery rhymes. And I thought, they've got no relevance to a 70-year-old. So again, as a community service, I thought I'd better rewrite some nursery rhymes for our generation. I'm calling these wrinkly rhymes. And if you'll indulge me, I thought I'd finish off with just a small selection. Is that okay? All right, here we go. These are the wrinkly rhymes. See you. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. They say that you are still in the skies. I really should see to my eyes. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. Jack and Jill went up the hill, hoping for a quickie. The tour bus driver blew his horn. Jack couldn't, what a pity. Hey diddle diddle, I'm trying to piddle, been trying since 2:45. 2 drops and a dribble, but I shouldn't quibble. My prostrate is buggered, you see. Down the casino early in the morning, see the wrinkly pensioners all in a row. They're all playing pokies, knowing what the joke is. Lights flash, bells ring, blow your dough. Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. At least old Incy would have, except now she's got the gout. She also has arthritis and postmenopausal pain, so Incy Wincy Spider won't get up the spout again. Humpty Dumpty sat on the loo. Humpty's dumping his number 2. The National Bow Screening sent him a kit. Now he can send Canberra a bit of his. You're right. You'll be very welcome in the old folks' home. Sing a song of sixpence, waiting here to die. The nursing home is serving cabbage in a pie. When the pie was opened, it made the whole place stink, and made the poor old pensioners go chunder in the sink. Our kids are in our family homes, counting out our money, but we have changed our wills again. We reckon that's funny. Our kids are getting nothing. Our families are a farce. They never come to visit. They can blow it out their arse. La 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 la. Thank you, jokers. And do remember, you don't stop laughing because you get old. You get old because you stop laughing. Thank you.
Yes, Daryl Peebles!